Okay. Let's see. We are going to do some workarounds. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I've got the StreamYard poll prepped. So let me see if I can get that to show up. Start and show. Oh, okay. So it's going to show up over there. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can have it show up here, 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 or here. Okay, interesting. We'll leave it there, I guess. I don't. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, so if y'all can see the poll and you can interact with it, let me know. Because I don't know how this is working. Okay, so it says type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Okay, so from my view of things, the poll is in my upper, it's in my upper left, but that's not, it's technically showing up in the right, I don't know. Anyway, it's showing right here for me. So if you can't see it on the screen, I don't know how. Okay, so Monique has voted 2, and so that's showing up on the screen for me. So anyway, we will just leave that there for right now and see if, as people pop in and out, whether or not they can see it and vote for it. We'll cross our fingers. Anyway, hello, how are we? I have popped out the chat so I can see the chat, and if need be, we can repost the poll YouTube side of things. Maybe I should just go ahead and do that. That way, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. Your main character encounters a marble statue. Who is it of? Question mark. Is it of a philosopher? Is it of a deity? Did I spell that wrong? Deity. Is it of a warrior, general / king? Or is it of the sculptor's muse? There we go. Which generally means hot body, because they're fascinated with the physical form type thing. Okay, so there's the there's that. Anyway, so hopefully we have the regular poll on YouTube side of things, but then also supposedly floating here is, or at least for me, floating here is the StreamYard poll, which just says type options 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and then it will pop up. So I will have to, maybe I should check on my phone. I don't know. This is my first time I logged into StreamYard, and they're like, ooh, try this out. And I was like, oh, I wonder if they have more options. Because YouTube, I'm limited to 4 options. And you are also limited to 4 options on StreamYard as well. Okay, so I can see it up in the corner. So let's see if I choose. I wonder if it lets me vote in my own. Okay. It's showing on StreamYard and now it's showing on YouTube. Okay. So 'tis working. I don't know. We'll have to decide what we like because this is like on the screen in kind of a big way. I don't know. Do we like it? Do we prefer the visual added poll where you can see the in progress voting? I mean, you can kind of see the in progress as well with the YouTube one. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you prefer one or the other. And then we will sort of go from there and see how it goes. Okay, so Kara says, Cats Against Anxiety. It's okay to be scared. Yes, yes, it is. Take slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, or whatever is best for you. Find 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things you can touch. Oh, okay, so this is sort of like a calming, grounding. You call it a ritual, you call it a method, whatever, what have you. It's a coping mechanism and to sort of ground you in your senses rather than being all up in your head. Chanted map card details, number 43. The most powerful patterns are found within the tiniest details, so pay attention. Yes. Yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. TGIF, right? Monique says, I like the visual of the poll. Gotcha. Okay. Kara says, I'm of the if it ain't broke, don't fix it mindset, but it doesn't bother you too much. Okay. Yeah, the YouTube still works. I just saw that it was an option and was like, oh, I wonder how many poll options StreamYard will let me have. So I decided to test it out. You went to the library yesterday. Excellent. Did you borrow any books? And if so, how many? And also just in general, yay, we love the library. Let's see. We need cats for today, for Thursday, and for today. And then we need a card. And then we need a plan for today. Okay, so we have 2 very cute kitties today. We have basketing in the glory of warm, freshly folded laundry. Yes, they look so snuggly and so cute. And you get toe beans. It's adorable. And then we have outside the box. Let me think about it. Instead of thinking outside the box. Cute. But also look at those precious eyes. So cute. So cute. Monique says, I borrowed 7 books, not counting the 2 that you have on hold. Nice. You're currently reading Made for Each Other. Ooh, fake dating made in Manhattan type story. That sounds fun and fabulous. Yes. Kara says, Big Panda and Tiny Dragon affirmation. I like that. I can discover my own path. My journey is not shown on any map. I like it. Megan, hello. How are you? How's life? Is school chaotic? Are we on a break temporarily? Spring break? Oh no. Oh no. So much group project drama right now. Oh no. I hate group projects. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But if you want to vent and let us know what all the drama is, we are absolutely here to listen for you. Monique said, okay, going to use today's card as a prompt because you pulled the 3 of Swords. Ooh, that would be a nice prompt. The last scene you worked on yesterday involved 2 characters dealing with their trauma. So yeah, so 3 of Swords might be good for Monique to write about, but not necessarily to have in your life. Yeah. Okay. One of the group members messaged the professor saying he started the project and hasn't been able to get a hold of anyone, but I've been trying for a month to coordinate our first meeting. Ooh. So did the group did the person who emailed the professor like copy all of y'all in this message, or did y'all hear from the professor? Ooh. Because either way, that's bad. But yeah, but if you've got receipts of you trying to contact them and when, like, oh, okay, so the professor CC'd. Gotcha. CC'd you and the rest of the group. Okay. Yeah, essentially like, hey, this is y'all's problem. Y'all figure this out. Okay, cool. So did this particular group member ever respond to any of your attempts to reach out? I'm assuming not. And lately your dog has been dealing with a slip disc in her neck. Ooh, so she's on 24/7 bed rest, which is very hard to get an animal to understand that they can't like get up and move around and do things. Monica's like, oh great, I'm getting internship flashbacks. Yeah. Kara says, your therapist recently explained PTSD to you in a way that hit differently and resonated with me in a way that makes me want to work with my recovery rather than beat yourself up. Okay, good. I'm glad the therapist, you have found a therapist who was able to make that connection for you, and that it is motivating you rather than demotivating you, because motivation is very important, and it can do a great deal of assistance for you. So can do. I don't think that's the right verb that I want, but he's the laziest teacher you've ever encountered. Ugh. Yeah. And yes, but you've been dealing with Nessie, so you haven't been able to respond. Yeah. Group projects are so fun. So fun. Yeah. Kara says, I hope your dog gets to feeling better. Yes. I don't know with the slipped disc for Nessie. Is that something that I'm assuming, since she's on 24/7 bed rest, they're hoping that the resting will cause the inflammation to go down, or are they planning for surgery, or like, I don't know what the prognosis for slip disc in the neck is for pups, or in humans necessarily. Hope your dog gets to feeling better. You have I'm gonna butcher this, but spondylolisthesis. Spondylolisthesis on your L4 and L5 slip disc suck. There we go. Always hated group projects. Yeah, I mean, generally it is something that most people hate because, well, I should say, generally it's something that most people who are responsible and usually wind up doing all the work hate. So stop playing with your hair. I'll play with it if I want to. We have to put her on 24/7 bed rest for 6 weeks. We're on week 3. Okay, so halfway through. Good. Good. Jules, yes, I'm here. Yes. Yes, Mom Maggie. We hope the inflammation will go down enough for it to heal on its own. Yes, should be great. But that said that it would then be easier for the disc to slip again. Ooh, okay. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. I did have to go back to the doctor on Tuesday. Well, my doctor was out, so I saw a nurse practitioner because one of the incisions, the skin glue had separated, and the top of the skin for the incision was not sticking together. So I had to, because it was turning a little bit red and like a little bit of squishy stuff that shouldn't be there. So I had to go back and to the doctor, and so the nurse practitioner, cleaned it real good, took off the old skin glue, put new skin glue on. So, and I see her again on Tuesday to make sure that it's doing fine. So, but that's the only new only new thing. Will I get a scar covering the tattoo or a scar covering tattoo later? No, I don't think so. Most of the incisions I think are going to heal very nicely and not like be bothersome. One of the 5 is like super minuscule and has already healed, so I'm not worried about that one. And 3 out of the other 4 incisions are, I think, going to be fine. The one that is the bothersome one is I'm not real sure what it's going to look like when we're done. So potentially, no, I doubt it, because I can't ever decide on a tattoo. So, and I feel like if I get one, then I'm going to have to get the other ones that I thought maybe I should get instead, and then I'll just wind up covered, and that's a lot of money. So I don't mind having a tattoo, but I just can't ever decide. So so that's the the tea on me and tattoos. Monique is currently planning which of your library reads will be used for next month's Scuba Readathon. Yes, because Joshi released the May Scuba Readathon video. Yes. Kara says, whenever I was told to stop a cat from running or jumping after surgery, I was like, how? Yeah, exactly. If it does happen, you're going to have to say your final goodbyes. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, because a dog being in that much pain, that constantly is not good. So, and is going to break your heart either way, is the thing, is seeing them in pain, but also saying goodbye. It sucks. Monique says, I'm currently read 3 books in one day. Ooh, nice. Okay, so you're finishing an ebook, finishing a short nonfiction book, and reading Meet Samantha. Nice. Nice. This is where Mom Maggie was asking if I were going to get a scar covering tattoo later. I don't think, okay, so Kara says, I don't think I would get a tattoo for a gallbladder surgery scar. You would for a surgery such as a mastectomy. You've never gotten one on your C-section scar. The area still feels weird. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be necessary, because also placement wise, I'm not the kind of person who goes around in like a bikini or just a crop top or just a sports bra. And so the location of the scars is kind of like, well, if I get a tattoo, like I would want to see it. I was like, I mean, I paid money for the art. Like I ought to be able to see the art. That's one of the things that sort of makes me like I tilt my head and sort of just like question if like the only piece of tattoo and artwork that you have is like on your back and like the only time you see it is in the mirror, or the only person who sees it is like your partner. I'm like, that's cool, but that's then like art for somebody else and not necessarily like I would like to be able to appreciate the art that I would put on my skin type thing. I don't like, I mean, more power to them. That like back tattoos look very, very cool when they're well done. And I like, they're gorgeous, but I'm like, I would like to be able to see it. So Mom Maggie sends hugs to Megan. Yes. Yeah. Monique says, for this month, I'm already ahead of my reading goal. Yes, you are. I still have not finished. I've started about 3 of the TBRs, physical TBRs, but I haven't finished any of them yet. But it's only 10th, so I've at least started some. So that's my like progress. The slip disc was causing her to lose neurological function. Ooh, so yeah, a very serious issue. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping that it heals for her and for you. You cover your endoscopic surgery scar with a belly button piercing. Yeah, which is fine. But like my 4 are in a relative line across my belly, under my belly button, sort of like height wise. But yeah. Mom Maggie says, always plan to get a C-section scar, but you pushed out all of your tiny headed children, so you never had the chance. Oh no. Oh well. You can still get a tattoo there if you want. It's funny, but all of your tattoos are easily covered by your clothing because your mother would never have let you hear the end of it. You would get them in more visible places now, but you can't afford them these days. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Jewels and pants. No, that was a Freudian slip. You're telling us that we need more sunshine. Oh no. Megan says thanks to Mom Maggie. She's doing so much better. It's almost a bad thing because she won't say settled. Yeah, she keeps wanting to run and jump. Yeah. C-section scars are best avoided. You had a complicated pregnancy that ended with an emergency C-section. Oof. Well, I am very pale, so yes. I mean, technically, you are correct. Monique says, unfortunately for me, it's cloudy today with chances of thunderstorms. Ooh, is your thunderstorm going to result in rain for us this weekend? Let's check. Because we can use some rain. No. Dang it. Monique, you need to send some rain our way. Kara says, with your mostly German ancestry, you're definitely pale. Megan is less pale now that the sun has been shining and the pool is open. Nice. Oh my God, what have I done? It's now a pale comparison chat. It's cloudy and raining all day where you are. Andy. It's going to be raining this whole weekend. Hope it will go over. Yeah, my weather app says no rain, which, I mean, that doesn't mean we won't get it because they're not always accurate, but they are relatively accurate for trends, I guess I should say. So, okay, we did our cats. We had the snuggly cat and the cat in the box. Monique says to Andy, I just watched the first episode of What We Do in the Shadows, so this is especially hilarious in terms of the paleness. Andy says, the only sunshine is via my brilliant personality. Does one believe this if one repeats it? Sure. I mean, you can gaslight or hypnotize yourself into thinking that. Yes, you can. Okay, so 31 is our number. It's the groundhog. Here we go. Okay, so we have our cute little groundhog who is holding a heart. Oops, are you going to focus? Maybe. Time to let go is the main message. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So the groundhog is here to let you know it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. Snackage? Easter candy? We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so that growth can occur. When the groundhog appears, it is a sign that there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little bit more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. The spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. The spirit is already sending it your way. Okay, so I think this is officially like I can trash the short story that I was working on. Was it last week? Because I have been thinking about like how I could still fix it, but I think that's the permission that I needed to like say goodbye and trash it. So I'm not mad about that. Yeah, no, I don't think the groundhog is talking about Nessie. I think this is more of story wise, habit wise, things like that. So Andy says the groundhog is so cute. There's always something that I can let go of. Yes, like I definitely have way too many things. And also, if we're talking about crochet projects, I have like a bunch that are unfinished that I need to either frog or finish. But yes, there's always something you can let go of, but not coffee nor tea, and maybe old clothes. I hear you on that. Raise your hand if you have 20 boxes of Peeps for your coffee in the cabinet. Oh no, Mom Maggie. Do you float them in your coffee? Is that, or just dunk them? Like what do you just use them as the sugar and melt them? Monique is going to use the groundhog with the 3 of Swords as your prompt for Gabby. That'd be a nice combo. The groundhog is a good message for the complicated grief that you've been dealing with, both with your mother's death and with having to clear your parents' house for sale. Yeah. Megan says, I figured I just have to make a note. Yes. Yes. Well, Maggie sends hugs to Kara as well. You do float them in the coffee and the cocoa. Yes. Kara says, I've never really been a Peeps person. You're more of a chocolate egg person. I am more of a the candy coated Cadbury mini eggs that are milk chocolate in the middle, or dark chocolate, because you can get either now. So, but I will sit there and I will eat the whole bag by myself, which is not good. So, yeah. And I missed it this year because of the gallbladder surgery and everything. So I have to wait until fall when they come out with their fall colored ones, and they're just not the same because they're also not egg shaped; they're round, which is just, it's not the same. But anyway, you want 20 boxes of Peeps for my coffee-like beverage, and mochas. Yes, all delicious things. Andy says, my condolences, sending you positive vibes as well. Yeah, that's definitely grief, and having to do tasks that firmly sit you in that grief repeatedly is hard. You like the malted eggs, but they're hard to find out Somebody asked me about that when I was standing there looking at the Easter discount candy day after Easter. Somebody asked me about if I had seen those. And at first I was like Whoppers? And then I was like, oh wait, no, the ones that look like speckled eggs, like the speckled robin's eggs, but then they have like the yellow ones and the whatever. And you're right, I haven't seen those in several years. And I don't even know what the brand is. So you love Cadbury mini eggs. Me too. You also love the Cadbury eggs with the gooey center, but they're so sweet they hurt your teeth. Yeah. The flavored Peeps are nasty. That's what, when I went, I was like, I need just like a plain one. And they only had blue and pink. They didn't have any of the yellow ones left. So I got pink. Just because I figured it'd turn my mouth less crazy colors. You can't do dairy. I'm not supposed to do dairy. But your girl still loves chocolate and cheese. So none of these lovely treats for me. You can have my share. Malted eggs rock. Yeah, you didn't get any Easter candy this year. Oh, boo. The strawberry sundae birthday cake and Dr. Pepper Peeps are nasty. Yeah, I saw them, the Dr. Pepper ones, at the store, and I was like, I don't think I would like these. Because I tried the Dr. Pepper cotton candy when I saw that when it first came into stores, and it was not good. So I have stayed away from Dr. Pepper flavored things that's not Dr. Pepper, because I love Dr. Pepper. Lactate equals salvation. No milk and Peeps. True. You also can't do sugar these days. Oh no. It's all, yeah. They're gonna get us one way or another, right? Okay, well, they aren't Peeps, but let's do the rubber duckies. And let's see how the poll does. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Widgets. Let's see if we can. Is that better? I don't know that I like that. It takes up so much of the screen. Maybe if we put it down here, maybe? Yeah. Let's try there for right now. Okay. Let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. I have both raspberry tea and water. I'm going to finish the raspberry tea first. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. Hang on. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. 3, shoulders back, spine check, or posture check. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. There we go. I don't know why my brain did a blip there. All right, so 30 minutes, silent timer with a squawk at the end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that went by quickly. I think I got, let's see what I got. 472. So it's a good start. My goal is to get about 1K of what I would consider decent words, which that is probably going to be spread out over like about 1.5 scenes, somewhere in there, because I left myself a partial scene to finish. Because sometimes that helps me get back into the writing rather than starting fresh at a new scene and I'm like, what do I write? Because it's a new page, new scene, new whatever. So sometimes it's better if I leave myself a partial scene to work on. We need a farting animal timer for the next one. Perfectly fine. We've got several of those to pick from. Mom Maggie agrees we need the farting animal critters. We pulled a card from the body positivity deck. Experience your body from the inside out rather than from the outside in. Shift your focus to how your body feels rather than how it looks. Dad came in with the groceries. And you're snacking on some blackberries right now. Excellent. And you got 564 words written. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure if at this pace, if I continue this pace, if I'm going to get the full like 500 and like 20 some words. Maybe it's doable. Maybe we could do that. Stacy is working on cleaning your office. Excellent. Do you want to do mine after you're done? Looks over at my second desk, which is just an extension that has things piled up. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned. I have my sticker book, and then on top of that is the box that I put my last journal say haul in because I haven't had time to organize the stickers. So that needs to happen. I've also got a notebook hanging out there and like papers and odds and ends and things that I need to go through. So yeah, my desk and office also need to be cleaned. So maybe that's a thing that I do this weekend. The only thing is some of that weighs a little bit more than I'm supposed to be picking up at the moment. So maybe some of that I will not be able to do. But we can make that maybe a partial goal for next week, maybe. So partial clean this weekend. And finish next week. Clean desk areas. Of course, I've also been wanting to do a little bit more crochet, which means that I'll be pulling things out and it will probably be a mess again. So I don't know. It's in a state of living, breathing, in and out, on and off again. So anyway, let's go ahead and do, y'all wanted a farting critter timer. So let me get to the videos and scroll down to the fart. I also have a playlist for the farting critters. Let's do the yoga cat. I need to make a couple more so that they are so that we are constantly expanding, right? Okay, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. Let me take this ticker off. Here we go. So if you have something to do self-promo wise, make sure you do so during the second sprint. Also make sure that you are voting in the YouTube poll. I did end and take away the StreamYard poll. I'm not sure that I care for it taking up so much of the real estate of the screen. So I think we'll stick with the YouTube poll for now. But yeah, your main character encounters a statue, marble statue, who is the statue of Philosopher, a deity, a warrior general king figure, or the Sculptor's Muse. And if I had a fifth option, I would choose an animal as an option. But I did not do that because we only had 4 options. So anyway, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. I've finished my raspberry tea. I'm now on to water. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back to that posture check. Make sure not slouching too much. And 4 is, if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes of our farting cat yoga timer. It's silent. There is a fart sound at the end, so be ready to blame somebody else that's not you. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that sprint? Hopefully it was a good sprint. Hopefully we got a decent amount of words done. Let's check. I think I need 528 if I'm going to get to the 1,000 in that sprint. Let's see what we got. Or if I'll need to. Will the third sprint be completely bonus, or will it be just shy of it? Okay. So I'll have a little bit of work in the third sprint that will be to get me to my goal for the day, or for the stream, I should say. And then the rest will be bonus, which is awesome. Awesome. Okay, don't forget your self-promo. Don't forget to answer the poll. Mom Maggie, before the sprint, finished typing notes into a beta chapter. Nice. Mom Maggie's self-promo is The Shadow Hunt, Relic of Time War number 13, is now live for $2.99 through April. Here's the Amazon link for that. And Tarnished Stars is on sale for 99 cents until the 14th. So make sure you can get that through the link there. And Monique has a link to a science fiction, fantasy, and a little romance anthology by autistic authors. So it's a bundle of 30 ebooks that's available until April 14th. We're over halfway through the crowdfunding. Nice. Here's the GoFundMe for it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Is the crowdfunding for the anthology, or is the crowdfunding for Planning with Kay? But yes, Planning with Kay has a GoFundMe. If you have followed Planning with Kay's content, essentially they have to, their house was infested with black mold, and their house was where the office was, and so they are having to repurchase basically all of their equipment because it was all contaminated. So if you can help, please do. Even if that's by sharing or whatnot. Yeah, there's been a lot of black mold stories this year that I feel, maybe even like the end of last year to this year. Kara says, I have new book promo posts up on Reader's Roost. So here's the link for that. And Kara also has new posts up on the Substack, Ornery Owl's Roost. You've got fried chicken fried steak, nice, and stuffed baked potatoes in the oven for lunch. That does sound delicious. 6,000 words total. Yay, that's awesome. 400 to 500 words to go. Fantastic. Almost done. Nice. You think you have 3 different ways to measure accomplishing your goals. Okay, so like different mile markers. So like good, better, best type thing. So 1350, 1400, and 1500. Nice. I like it. Stacy got some more cleaning done. Got your new books. Yay. And you're listening to a video. Excellent. Here's Mom Maggie's latest Substack. Generative AI, Shy Girl, and a Neurodivergent. Ooh. The bundle has a crowdfunding format. Okay, gotcha. You hate that for them. You had to throw away 3/4 of your library because of black mold contamination. Yeah. It's definitely no good for your stuff, but also for your health, because from what I understand, black mold can cause, and other types of mold, but can cause some really nasty long-term health complications, especially if you don't catch it early, which most people don't. Okay, let's go ahead and do third sprint. And let's see. videos. Let's see. We've got. Let's do the fancy frog. And maybe I'll scroll it down to a 25 because you are. I don't want to take your whole Friday afternoon, you know? Oh, I went the wrong way. There we go. That's close. Very close. There we go. It's very green though. That's a very bright green. Back in 2010, you had a water heater bust in the home you were living in. You lost a lot of stuff to black mold because of it. Yeah. Yeah. You'll never live in South Texas again. The whole area is overgrown with mold. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't the South probably is very prone to it because it is so humid and so hot all year round. Yeah. Frog. You just realized that transcribing these notes is going to take longer than you thought. Oh no. Uh-oh. Can you do speech to text? Is that, I mean, I know there's a lot of editing involved in that, but okay, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. fantastic. I did reach my goal, and I got maybe like 140 somewhere additional. So that's fantastic. Did good. Reached the goal. Hooray. Then my mom's on the phone with whoever makes and guarantees the washer. No, sorry, the dryer that we just got. Is the lint is only collecting in like one corner of it, of the lint trap. And she is not satisfied with how noisy it is, nor how quickly it dries things. So she's calling to see if they will do a service call, check on it, and then if it's a defunct dryer, if they will take it back and replace it with one that is suitable and functioning. So I don't know what the outcome of that is, but she had a couple questions for me. So I had to go answer those. So life goes on. It is what it is. How we doing? Did you reach your goal at least? Hopefully so. Megan's stream, the stream from Megan froze earlier, so you missed a good portion of it. It's okay though. You were writing the professional response to the rage-inducing email that you received this morning. So we do love a good professional response to unprofessional behavior. So hopefully after the fact, we will have very satisfying slapback, essentially. Stacy needs to go pick up Monster from school, so you're heading out. See us all next week. Yes. Excellent. Okay, let me end the poll. We have a 60% winner. So 60% of our main characters are encountering a marble statue of a deity. 20% are tied in that they are 20% of our main characters are finding a statue of Philosopher, and 20% are finding a statue of a warrior, general, or king. And nobody is finding the sculpture of the sculptor's Muse. Yeah. So what else is new? I think I am going to try and make one of the super detailed scarves. Let's see if I remember. Is this it? No, that is not it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I have one that's a very, very pretty. Is it this one? I don't think it is. Nope. Although this one is pretty. I do like this one. Where is it? Window. Here we go. This one is very pretty, but it's got like this crossover back and forth using like the front post or something, and I don't know how to do that, and I'm not sure I want to learn at this point. Like the other maybe use this one. Yes, this one. For whatever reason, I really like the look of this one. So that one's really pretty. But I feel like because this one is so intricate looking, it needs to be done in a solid pattern like they have shown here, instead of like a very variegated or color changing yarn, although that could be also pretty. And then the other thing is that oh right, I moved it. I forgot that I moved my crochet patterns into my hard disk drive, into my solid state drive, because We're taking up too much space on my regular. They were just holding space in the OneDrive category for whatever reason. Okay, so the other one that I should probably finish because I've started it quite a while ago, is the bog cardigan, the Floral Kiss bog cardigan. And so it's got sort of like a border that has a solid portion and then has more of a mesh up top to allow for cooling. I don't remember if this one has pockets or not, but I feel like pockets could be relatively easy to add to that. So yeah, so I may be working on one of the scarves or the bog cardigan or something completely different this weekend. Who knows? We'll have to see. So it may be a crochet weekend is what I'm feeling like. But yeah. All right. Whatever you need to do to recover your creativity, refill your creative well, that kind of thing, make sure you're doing some of that this weekend. Also make sure you are saving your document. And yeah, we'll see y'all on Monday. And hopefully we will all enjoy the weekend. That's the goal. All right. Bye, y'all.